I was 12 years old. It was the year actually of grade 6, a week before leadership camp. I remember I was sick that day, and I stayed home. And my little brother, because siblings always want to do the same thing, he decided to stay home as well. And I remember the last words I ever said to my father was, "Don't go, stay with us. Let's just all skip work and school today." And that was one of the last things I said to him. The first emotion I had to deal with was that I'd never see my dad again. And that I guess you can never put that into words. It's dealing with the fact that you'll never see dad again. I remember crying out of confusion the first time, and I could never really understand what was happening. I knew my mother was crying, and every other relative of mine was there crying, and my little brother cried because I cried. We looked at each other and we cried at the same time, but not really having an understanding. I didn't like the guy. I'm trying to put it as mildly as possible. I loathed him. I really hated him. There was a point in my life I remember that if I had even known that he had family members or kids who were actually close to my age, I would hate them too. I would have hated anything associated to him. If I knew his favorite color, I would have hated that color for the rest of my life. There was deep anger. I had resentment towards him. It's not easy to forgive. We say it a lot, especially because of Christian background and everything, that you must forgive because you've been forgiven. And I guess I didn't have an understanding of what being forgiven meant in the first place, so forgiving was not really something I could do. It had to begin with accepting what had been done. Forgiveness began with understanding that this is a human being who made a mistake that changed people's lives forever, but his included, and that I can't bring my life to what I might have wanted it to be or thought it should be, and neither can he. We have a lot more in common, because even the fact that single incident holds us will forever relate us, or will forever have that one incident in common for the rest of our lives. No matter where he may be, if I never see him again, him and I are still tied together by that single incident where he made a mistake. And I felt sorry for him. I had wished that he had somewhere to go. Yes, I don't want to see him. Yes, I don't want to hear from him. I don't want him to try and explain, because it's just going to start everything all over again. But at the same time, I want him to be okay. Releasing it, letting him go, accepting him as he is, put a different perspective. I found myself on different occasions praying for him, asking God to protect him, just to look after him, because his life matters. Once you've forgiven someone for something that should be unforgivable, you realize there is no good and bad. There's just people. There's just people who sometimes do good things, sometimes do bad things.
To connect with more values-based content, check out our website www.heartlines.org.za, like us on Facebook, HeartlinesZA, follow us on Twitter @HeartlinesZA, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, HeartlinesSA.